Good morning again. It's such a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for joining us here on CITAM Church Online. My name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri. I've been thinking about radiating the glory of God, and especially as we have a new opportunity in a brand new year, a new month, and at the beginning of something quite exciting. I want us to think about how important it is for us to be lights in a world of darkness. We are so often overwhelmed by the dark issues and forces that are around us. And as believers, as Christians in particular, it is our duty to shine a light and to let that light shine to the glory of God and to dispel the powers of darkness. We'll think about that for a few moments right here on CITAM Church Online. My name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri. The only way to deal with darkness is to dispel it, is to shine a light and to expose all the wickedness and evil that might be taking place. When you enter a dark room, the first thing you want to do is to switch on a light and to find out exactly where things are. If there is anything dangerous, if there's anything that might be harmful to you, you want to know where it is in the room so that you can deal with it. There's a verse in Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 2, which reads as follows. See, darkness covers the earth and thick darkness over the peoples, but the Lord rises upon you and his glory appears over you. Now, darkness is a fact of life, and it is a matter that we have to deal with consistently. And there are areas in our own lives which perhaps are covered in darkness because of sinful behavior or compromise. And the Word of God is reminding us here that in order for us to experience the full benefit of his blessing, the rising up of our lives and the seizing of the opportunities that God has given to us, we need to expose the works of darkness. We need to shine the light of God's glory, which is shining upon us, and reflect it into a dark place, into a dark world. I believe that one of the things you and I will need to do this year is to allow God's light shining upon our lives, shining upon our transformation, to be reflected into a world of darkness, into a world of need, into circumstances and situations that desperately need God's feedback. It is something that I think will be important for us to do because it shows that we are part of a different background, we're part of a different kingdom, indeed the kingdom of light. And I want us to look at an interesting verse in Colossians, a couple of verses in Colossians chapter 1 that speak to this issue precisely. Paul says in the letter to the church at Colossae in Colossians chapter 1 verse 10, after he has been praying, he says, I always give thanks so that you may live a life worthy of the Lord and please him in every way, bearing fruit in every good work, growing in the knowledge of God. Verse 11, being strengthened with all power according to his glorious might, so that you may have the great endurance and patience, and giving joyful thanks to the Father who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of his holy people in the kingdom of light. Verse 13, for he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves. God has set us free from the power of darkness, from the influence of darkness. We are to shine a light. We are to be part of the resolution, part of the solution to every problem that darkness brings upon our society today. So let me ask you this question. Are you still dabbling in darkness, compromising the light in your life? I encourage you to shine bright and expose all the darkness that might be around you, because you are a matter of light.